Well, it looks like I'm about halfway done. It only took me about an hour to get this far, but I've already seen a couple things. This is not bad, but this arm is supposed to look like that arm. And then I put a big old dent in that. I just wouldn't think this thing had enough. I guess the weight of that snow is what did it, but it bent the front of that. So next I'm going to be working over to my toolbox. See how bad that is. It's the drawers have bent up. Right behind there, the drawer faces are bent down. And then I got my pressure washer up under there. I don't know if it bent handles or, what it did to that. So I'm getting there. Now is where, since these poles here came down, this is going to be a little trickier to get to. I've got to cut it in smaller pieces so it doesn't get me. All right, I've had a little mini break. I'm fixing to get back to work, and I'm not going to clean any of this up until I get this both sides down, because I gotta figure out where I'm going to put everything out of the rain, because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. And then if I got any time left today, I'll start packing this stuff up in small enough pieces to put in my trailer and take to the scrapyard. They said they pay 35 cents a pound for aluminum. Clean aluminum is what they say. That's with no metal mixed in, just aluminum. So who knows? I don't know. I don't think this is going to weigh much. If I get $50, I'll be surprised. But anyway, it's worth the gas going over there for $50. Well, I make a little more headway. This is a little harder to do on this end because I got to be a little more careful about cutting it. God, my back is killing me. So it didn't bend these like I thought. What it did was pull these little chrome things down off of it. So they're not, this is a little bent, but that's all right. When I opened this one up, I had a beginning of a wasp nest. There's this one. Beginning of a wasp nest going on there. So I do believe I'm going to be picking this up and putting it in the shop. Oh, there is a wasp nest. So somewhere in there's a wasp, because I got one flying around me. So I'll have to, as a matter of fact, I got some wasp spray right down there. It's already started. Wasp season is here. All right, another 16 foot of that, and all I'm doing is just throwing it to the side, because really I don't want to waste any time cleaning this up. I got to get all this stuff off of here and put somewhere dry before I move on to the one on the back. Okay. Alrighty. I just got to pick it up off the, it's cut up, and I just got to pick it up and drag it over there. And then I think I'm going to put that in my gas propane shed. Air that tire up, see if I can get it cranked. Take that handle off, see if I can unbend it, and maybe try to hammer that out. I'm going to put this up in here right now. I'm going to sit in here and drink me a bottle of water, and then finish up on this side. Boy, I had to get barbaric with this. This is apparently, here's what I think. This trailer and this carport was set up in Louisiana when it was brand new. And when they moved it here, they cut the carport off. And when they put it here, they reattached it with some flashing, okay? So that's how this came down. Between the aluminum little girders or whatever, rafters, they gave way because they hooked to this bar here. So now all this has to come down, and what's happened is they've drove the screws in so far that I can't get a nut driver on them, to back them out. So I'm having to pull the tube. I'm having to put a pry bar under here and pop the tube, you know, out of the screws. The screws are staying in there. I'll have to come back and get them. But when I come back here, my board is going to go right up against this wall here. So all this has to come out. And what has happened is this is flashing back there. And on top of that, it's got about an inch or more of freaking tar on it. So I can't get to any of the screws. I can't get anything in here to cut that I have. So I've had to get sort of barbaric. I've got this big brick chisel that I'm cutting through the flashing back here with a hammer, and then taking my pry bar and popping these, you know, the screws out of them. And it is slow going. So I don't even know if I'm going to be finished with this today. Anyway, I thought I could have all this loaded up, but I'm not making anywhere near the progress I was. But I'm not going to sweat it. It's supposed to start raining tomorrow. I'm going to stop and drink me a cup of coffee and come back here and go to whittling away at it a little more. It's just very slow going. And everything I have hurts. That was another video I'm gonna do about all the stuff that has gone wrong with my body lately. It's aggravating, and it ain't just getting old. It's just my life catching up to me, I suppose. So let me get down and get me a cup of coffee.